Hi, and welcome to Anne's Family Recipe. Today I'm going to share with you a copycat recipe for the Starbucks birthday cake pops. Recently, I shared with you an Aldi grocery haul, and in it I had this sugar cookie mix, and this is what we're going to use as the base for our cake pops. Now, I love Starbucks birthday cake flavored cake pops. They have some other flavors too, but the birthday cake ones are by far my favorite. They're the ones that are coated in light pink. I think it's like white chocolate. So tasty and sweet and delicious. And a couple weekends ago, I think, my mother-in-law made my children some cake pops, and I had a bite. Well, she made my children some cake pops, and then my husband and I proceeded to finish off the whole bag of leftovers that she left in our fridge. But when I had my first bite, immediately I thought these taste exactly like the Starbucks cake pops. So I asked her for her recipe, and I'm tweaking it ever so slightly just because I bought a different brand of sugar cookie mix than she used, but they're gonna be so amazing. So the first step is to prepare our sugar cookies. Now I'm just making these according to the package directions, and this one requires a stick of room temperature butter. So I have unsalted butter that's softened, ready to go, and then 1 large egg. I'm also gonna add about a teaspoon or 2 of pure vanilla extract. That's a trick my mother-in-law always uses just to kind of bump up that vanilla flavor. So into my large mixing bowl, I'm just adding my sugar cookie mix, 1 egg, my 1 stick of room temperature butter, and like I said, this is unsalted and messy. There we go. I'm gonna wash my hands and then I'll add in the vanilla extract. This is my pure Mexican vanilla extract, and I'm just gonna add a couple splashes. And this is a great trick whenever you're using like a boxed mix, maybe a boxed white or yellow cake mix or a white kind of cookie. Add a little bit of vanilla extract. It gives it a little more of a homemade flavor. I just have a rubber spatula here, and I'm going to incorporate all of this together. Okay, so for the record, the picture on the back of the sugar cookie dough bag shows a rubber spatula being used to mix this together. But it was quite difficult and it was taking a really long time to incorporate, so I just resorted to my hands, which really is the cook's best tool. You could bake these cookies individually, but today I'm just gonna bake them in an 8x8 glass baking dish. I sprayed it really well with baking spray. I'm gonna spread the mixture inside. It's very similar to my sugar cookie bars, which I've made before, and just bake them off, and then we'll crumble all this mixture up and mix in our cream cheese frosting. My oven is preheated to 375 degrees, also according to the package, and I'm gonna bake these until they're just cooked through and slightly golden brown around the edges. I cleaned out my large mixing bowl, and to it I added 1 8-ounce brick of room temperature cream cheese, and I'm gonna sprinkle in about a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar just to sweeten it up a little bit. So I'm gonna mix this all together and then combine it with our smashed up cookie dough that we're baking in the oven right now. And that's gonna form our birthday cake pops. I'm just using my electric hand mixer, and we'll give this a quick mix. My sugar cookie dough baked at 375 degrees for about 20 minutes. It's okay if you need to kind of poke into it to make sure that they're baked through, because we're gonna destroy it anyway, which is exactly what I've been doing over here with my little spatula. I kind of crumbled it all up, and now I'm gonna transfer this cookie dough into our cream cheese and powdered sugar mixture, and then use my electric hand mixer to mix it all together. I have a cookie tray here that I line with aluminum foil, or you could use parchment paper, and I'm using my medium cookie scoop to just scoop out about 2 tablespoons of this batter into our birthday cake pops. Once I've scooped these all out, I'm gonna pop them into the fridge for a little bit. You could also freeze them to kind of speed up the process, but you want them to firm up a little bit because then we're gonna dip them into melted white chocolate. And I'm using like a pink candy melt today, which is gonna be so cute and delicious. When these come back out of the fridge, they'll be nice and firmed up, so I can use my 2 hands to smooth out the edges and make nice round cake pops. My cake pops ended up chilling for several hours in the fridge because I had to get my family dinner, put the kids to bed, and now we're back. But I did check on them pretty soon after I popped them in the fridge, and really within like 15 to 20 minutes, they were ready to handle. So it shouldn't take long for you to keep this process moving along. So next I'm gonna melt these candy melts. They're by the brand Wilton. I just found these at Walmart. But I like the light pink color because it's gonna kind of mimic the cake pops at Starbucks. So all you have to do is sprinkle these into a heat-safe bowl that can go into the microwave. And then we're gonna pop these into the microwave. It says at 50% power for about a minute, and then you stir it around, and then you keep microwaving them for like 30-second increments. I honestly don't even know how to change the power level on my microwave, so I usually do like 20 to 30-second increments. Pull it out, stir it around, and what's happening is the heat from the glass bowl is starting to melt them. So you do not want to overdo it. As soon as they are almost totally melted, you're probably gonna be good to go. You just need to stir it a little bit so that that residual heat from the glass bowl melts the rest of your chocolate. And then we'll dunk all of our cake pops. Okay, so my pink candy melts are all nicely melted and ready to go. So what I'm gonna do, I mentioned this before, I'm gonna take one of these little cake sugar cookie dough balls and roll it in between my hands. So the warmth of my hands is gonna help smooth out the edges a little bit. I'm hoping to get a pretty nice spherical shape here, a nice round cake pop. Perfect, okay, nice and smoothed out. And then, also at Walmart, I believe, yeah, also by the Wilton brand, they make tons of baking products, I found these little lollipop sticks. So I just thought it was the perfect little touch. So I'm just gonna stick it into the bottom. Now you can put some melted chocolate on it and stick it inside if you want like extra security, but I'm not gonna go that extra mile today. Okay, so I've got the cake pop on the stick and I'm just gonna dunk it straight into the pink chocolate. Let's see, I might have to roll it around a little bit. Very gently tap the edge to get any excess chocolate off. And then I saw this tip actually on the Pioneer Woman. She took foam, this is like floral foam, it's very inexpensive, and I just covered it in aluminum foil, and I'm gonna stick the cake pops straight into it so they'll stand up nice and straight. They'll maintain that kind of round shape that I created. It could be better, I'll continue working here. But they'll dry standing up. Pop it in. Ooh. Will it go through the foil? Yes. Okay, there we go. My last touch is, while it's still wet, I do have some little Nonpareil sprinkles. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not sure, but they're the really tiny round sprinkles. I couldn't find just white ones, but I have these little pastel ones left over from Easter, and I thought they'd look really cute on the pink. So I'll just sprinkle a little bit on top. Oh my gosh, these look awesome. Okay, and then we'll just repeat the process. All that's left to do is to give one of my cute little cake pops a taste. So good. Wow. Sweet but not too sweet. And it has that perfect, almost like raw cookie dough-like texture, but of course we know it's baked through. This is so yummy, and it tastes just like the Starbucks birthday cake pops. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at Anne's Family Recipe. Thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen, and I'll see you again soon with another family recipe. For the full recipe, check the description box below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen.